audible? Okay. Next 1.5 hours, we are going to have joy of toy. The toy is defined as the object which gives you the toy, joy. कभी कभी आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ लोग कागज से भी खिलौने बनाते हैं, कुछ लोग मट्टी के खिलौने बनाते हैं, कुछ लोग लकड़ी के खिलौने बनाते हैं. तो जो भी मटेरियल अवेलेबल है, whatever is the material available in your surrounding, people used to make their own toys. Children used to make their own toys. Depending on their economical conditions, their surroundings, they used to use that material. And in olden days, most of the toys were made by their local craft maker, or even some of the students or children used to make their own toys. I will show you many of these toys are made by some people, but in tomorrow's program, we will learn how to make your own toy. So I will start with some of the toys I am deliberately going to demonstrate, which are famous from the very close by town called Sawantwadi. They are mostly wooden toys and they are very rich in science. Let me tell you, every toy has some science, and we should develop the habit of extracting the science behind the toys. I will just start with this. Some of you must have seen this toy. It's a very simple toy. The question is, see, these metal plates are made up of same material, but when you heat this particular metal plate, it gives different tune. The question is why it is so. When the material is same, why the tune is different? Can anyone tell me?
Length of the material.
Length of the strips are different. Very good. See, in science, some of you are in different standards, so some of you might have heard there's something called natural frequency of vibration. So every object, depending on its physical properties and its dimensions, thickness, it vibrates when you hit it with some object. So depending on its physical dimensions, it will vibrate with some frequency, and that frequency will be different for different objects. All the material of these plates are same, their physical dimensions are different, and because of that, it vibrates with different frequencies, and their lengths or physical dimensions are arranged in such that it will create that octave. And that's why you get the tune sa re go ma po do na ni sa re go ma po do na ni sa re. So all these tune you can make with this. You have your day-to-day experience that when some object falls in kitchen, suppose if it is spoon, you can make out, without seeing you can make out it's the spoon which has fallen. कभी रसोई घर में कुछ गिर जाता है तो वो बाउल है या थाली है या चम्मच गिरा है तो वो हम लोग को पता चल जाता है. वो कैसा पता चलता है? क्योंकि उसके गिरने के बाद सभी की एक जैसी आवाज नहीं आती, अलग अलग आवाज आती है. तो अलग अलग आवाज क्यों आती है? तो वो हर जो पदार्थ है, जो भी गिरने वाली चीज है, उसका नेचुरल frequency of vibration is different, and we are aware of that. Lekin we don't correlate it with this, and because of that reason, actually science is everywhere. but we should try to understand that. So that is how this very simple talk, but it's very interesting, very rich in physics, and you can enjoy it. But if you touch any of this, now it doesn't vibrate with the same, now it vibrates with different frequency, now it vibrates with different frequency. Because when I touch it, the vibrations are absorbed in my body. So it cannot vibrate with the its natural way. That's why frequency of vibration is different, that's why the tune is different. Okay. So I will move to the next thought. This is very simple. We call it as an obedient ball. When I throw it, it goes up and it comes down. All of you, I am very sure that you will be able to tell why it comes down. Why it comes down? Gravity. Very good. Because the gravity pulls it down. There is some force which pulls it down. That's why it comes down. But when I say expand, it expands. Now when I just throw it, it comes down. But when I say expand, it expands. Why it expands? Is it obedient? Is it living or non-living? If it is non-living, then how it obeys my order? Expand. It expands. But when I don't say expand, it simply goes up and comes down. If you observe very carefully, when I say expand, that time I do something. And what is that? I give some jerk. I give some torque. So when I give some jerk, it starts spinning. And when it starts spinning, you just see, when I say expand, that time I'll give like this. Expand. So if you see carefully, when I say expand, then when I give that jerk, every particle on this ball tries to go away from the center. It tries to go away from the center. And these joints are so, they are very, you cannot remove the friction completely, but they are with very low friction. So that jerk, whatever I give, is enough to overcome the friction of the joints, and it simply expands. And the force which is directed away from the center is called centrifugal force. Most of you must have heard this word, that is centrifuge. In the pathological lab, there are machines called centrifuge machines. Some of you must have seen there is a traditional folk dance called Dandiya. दांडिया मालूम है ना आपको? वो दांडिया खेलते समय जो लड़कियां हैं वो जब ऐसी घूमती है तो उनका जो घाघरा है ऐसा वो अम्ब्रेला जैसा बन जाता है. देखा होगा आपने. In Maharashtra there is a special folk dance called Fugdi. When those two girls play that Fugdi, their pony rises like this. Why it is so? These are all our day-to-day examples. But we don't correlate this with our textbook science. When you correlate with your textbook science, then you will realize that this is what I experience in my day-to-day life. When you churn this curd, you get the butter. It is again same. Many of you must have washing machines at your home. The drying the clothes, washed clothes, is also based on this principle only. There is a chamber which rotates with very high speed, and those water droplets are thrown away in another container, and that's why those clothes get dry. So all these things are correlated with your textbook science, the science which you learn, but you learn those formulas, graphs, equations, but you don't correlate with your day-to-day life. So this is the centrifugal force, means away from it. There is the opposite of this, that is centripetal force, means towards the center. When the object spins, then every particle on this tries to go away from the center and it expands. It's called Hauberon sphere. You just see, it expands. It expands. But if I just throw it, it goes up, comes down. It goes up, comes down. When I simply throw it, it will not expand because I am not giving any torque or any force which will cause it to spin. When I deliberately give that torque, then only it will spin. Similar to this, there are some other toys also. You see, this is the ring. When I say expand, it will expand. Because, again, but if I just simply throw it, it will come down, it will come down. But when I say expand, then I will give some jerk, and because of that jerk, it will expand because it will experience the centrifugal force. Very simple toy, but very rich in physics. Here I have again a toy from Sawantwadi. There is a simple wire, you can say bicycle spoke, and there is a stand here. And these are the wooden pieces with shape, bird shape. Now, when I just put this here, you just see what happens. The question is, why that bird continues to, it's like a woodpecker. So it hits this central wire. It's very interesting to actually. See, if you see, it all depends on how much is the friction, what are the dimensions, what is the thickness of this wire.